Can I help you?
I hope so. I've come to see Sharon Gilmore.
She's on remand, isn't she?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, here we are. Are you a relative?
Yeah, I'm her sister.
Name?
Bryant?
Judy Bryant.
That's right. Look at your trial today. Oh, come on, Sharon. Listen, I made a few inquiries about the judge. Your solicitor says that he's a sucker for a pretty face.
You think I should wear something low cut then?
No. Listen, just wear something respectable and be yourself. I mean, you know you don't have to try and look pretty. Listen, your lawyer said that the worst you could get would be a good behavior bond. You know what that means, don't you?
What?
Tonight you'll be back home again.
Oh.
The maximum sentence for your offence is 10 years imprisonment. I feel in this case that is too severe. I therefore sentence you to 2 years imprisonment.
Anyway, this friend of mine, she's really sweet. And you'd never believe it, but they drive her out to the Wentworth General Hospital to see the baby. Isn't that great? As a matter of fact, I think she's going to visit later on today.
Well, that's only natural. I mean, she's the mother.
Yeah. Anyway, this friend of mine, her name's Chrissy, and
That's enough, Gilmore. You're not entitled to talk about other inmates.
I was just hoping that Judy here would be able to meet my friend Chrissy one day, that's all.
You're not here to procure either.
Procure? No way. It's just that if I find something, it's mine.
Just stick to talking about yourself.
I better go.
I need to rush off.
Oh, well, I got to get back to work, you know.
I'd go with you if I could.
Would you?
You're Judy. That's right. And you left the stuff there? Oh, clever girl. What the hell are you doing around here? Here, why come be heavy with me?
I just wanted to have a look at you. I mean, you share the same cell with Sharon, don't you?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I share the same cell. Only because the screws puts together. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing in it.
Really?
That's Judy, ain't it?
Sharon!
Probably come to change the rules. But you can't change the rules in the middle of the game, can you?
Your visit has been approved.
But I'll have to be searched, right?
Well, you know the procedure. Officer Knox?
Oh, take good care of this for me, won't you?
What on earth?
It's marijuana.
She must be mad. Is this what we think it is?
Yep. It's marijuana.
You knew it was that?
Oh, sure.
And you expected to get away with it?
Well, I'm only following orders. It's for Chrissy Latham, I think.
Oh, well, well, well. A new villain joins our happy home. Got a name?
Judy Bryant. Who are you?
Bee Smith, if it means anything to you. Queen Bee. And don't you forget it. Be seeing you.
Well, how's tricks, Jude?
I was going to ask you the same question, Sharon. Aren't friends anymore, huh?
You're not worried about a little fling, are you, Jude?
No. I'd just like to know what you're going to do about it, that's all.
Well, since you were stupid enough to get nicked...
I did it for you.
The best thing you could have done for me was to keep that dope coming. I just about had things sewn up in here. Till you turned up.
Now, you listen to me. I want you to keep away from her, you hear me? Because I didn't get myself put in here to see you get off with some chick.
Jesus, Jude. I overestimated you. I never thought you were that stupid. You get yourself in here of your own accord, and you expect me to be waiting for you.
Have you ever been in solitary?
Yeah, a few times.
What's it like?
It's bloody awful. You just sit there with nothing to do except think about it. And the time drags. It's not so bad if there's someone next door, because then you can yell out to them. But if you're on your own, it's...
Who's up there now?
Nobody, just Sharon. Look, I've got to be getting back to the laundry, otherwise they're going to miss me.
What's the matter? Are you getting lonely with your friend locked in solitary?
I can wait a couple of days.
A couple of days? You must be joking. The VJ's just given her another week. And after that, she'll probably get another one. She could be in there for months.
G'day, Jude. Here, you want a game?
Here, I'll play.
That's enough of that, Smith. Oh, it is. No one can swing at me and gets away with it. I say that's enough. I'll handle her. It looks like you'll be joining your friend in solitary, Bryant.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, I did that, didn't I? Oh, why won't you answer me? Sharon! It's my trial today, damn you! I can't go and face that knowing I have nothing to come back to. I committed a crime to get in prison for you. It's all been for you. It's always been for you. Don't you care?
Not that, Bryant.
Oh.
Judith Frances Bryant, you've been sentenced to 1 year imprisonment, having been found guilty of trafficking in drugs. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yeah, I'm guilty.
You better learn a few manners, Bryant. You wanted to be here, so you'll learn to play the game our way. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to go behind the screen and change into these.
Well, g'day. Oh, no, you don't. There's one thing you'll learn about me, Bryant. I don't like being hit in the face when I'm not looking. Now, this may not be a public affair, but there never was one for acceptance. Now, just get away from me. Do you understand?
You should have finished this ages ago, Smith.
Well, if a job's worth doing properly,
How did this happen to you, Bryant?
It's an accident.
leaky pipe.
You got any family?
Oh, yeah. Back in the States. They could be dead for all I know, though. I haven't seen them for about 20 years.
Oh, crikey.
See, Doreen, I come from this really small town, you know? Really small, narrow-minded place. Well, when I lived there, being gay was about the worst thing you could be. I had an affair with an older woman, a schoolteacher.
Yeah?
Rumors started. Suddenly we became the scum of the earth, you know? My father, he called me every name in the book, and he threw me out. So I had this opportunity to come to Australia. I thought it was a good idea. I've written to him, but he's never answered.
And what about your friend?
Barbara. Oh, she lost her job, then she hung herself. You know those pious bastards, they said that it was proving how sick she was. I never want anything to destroy anything that I love ever again. Never. Long time ago, Sharon, I watched my mother die. She had a heart attack. She's only 48. I'm nearly that age, love.
I got the results of your tests.
Yeah? Well, what's the bad news?
Well, actually, it isn't that bad. You've got what's called an intermittent blockage.
What's that?
Well, it means that one of the valves in your heart occasionally fails to open. That's when you pass out. We didn't notice it before because your blood pressure was high and there was sufficient pressure to force the valve open.
Well, we'll have to keep the blood pressure up then, won't we?
Well, it's not that simple. And the extra strain could only make it worse. But fortunately, nowadays, there is a solution. A pacemaker.
You mean surgery?
Yes, but very successful surgery. The success rate now is over 93%.
Well, I wasn't too good at math, but I think that means that 7% is unsuccessful.
Well, that's better than the alternative, Judy.
Judy?
How'd it go?
It went well.
I'm gonna be all right.
Of course. I told you. The Lord's with you.
You know, I've never prayed before. It worked.
Yes, it worked.
I want to tell you one thing. It's over. We're finished.
You're not giving my plan to Doreen. You little bitch. You hit me. Not hard enough. All your talk about holier than thou. That's all it is, you know, talk. I would have practiced what you preach instead of going around bashing people up.
Sharon, I'm going to ask if I can be sent to another cell.
Yeah, you do that. Who needs you anyhow?
I was heading for the toilets, and I saw something on the stairs. It was Sharon.
What happened there, Miss Bryant?
Well, I went up to her and I knelt down and felt for her pulse. But I knew she was dead.
How did you know?
Well, she was lying funny. Yeah, well, maybe Smith didn't kill her. But it was no accident. And if those cops can't find out who killed Sharon, I will. You know what I'm on about, Sharon. You didn't give her a chance, did you? Just one good hard push from me.
Let me go. Let me go. Judy, just shut up. Now come with me.
You bitch. You murdering bitch.
Come on, calm down, Judy.
Why should I? That bitch in there killed Sharon, and I'm going to prove it even if it kills me.
But Bea didn't kill Sharon.
Oh, come off it. You're not going to tell me you believe that accident crap. Accident, my ass. She was pushed down those stairs. We know why, too, don't we? Because she hates drugs and drug pushers. Okay, Doreen, I know that Sharon was no angel, but she didn't deserve that.
Bea didn't do it.
Who?
Can't we just leave it at that? It wasn't Bea.
You tell me.
All right. But it won't do you any good. Because without proof, there's nothing you or me or any of us in here can do. Not a thing.
Bryant, aren't you supposed to be outside working?
Yeah. But suddenly I'm frightened of these stairs. You knew my friend Sharon Gilmore, didn't you? She died on these stairs. She fell all the way down to the bottom. It was an accident, they said. And you and I know that that's not true. Don't we, Mr. Stewart?
Such a sweet thing. Looks a bit like me when I was her age.
You're a quick man with a hard push, aren't you, Mr. Stewart?
No, Audrey. Come on, move along. All of you, come on, get on your way.
Did you break Sharon's neck before you threw her down the stairs? Or did the fall do it?
I said move it. That breakfast bell went minutes ago.
Sharon was a pretty girl, wasn't she? That how you get your kicks, killing pretty girls?
What's she trying to do? Get into the pound for life.
You know, there was a whore in here who said you had quite a reputation for beating up the girls. What did you do to Sharon?
What's this, Bryant?
You know, no one was watching you. You didn't give her a chance, did you? All you did was give her a quick push from behind.
That's enough of that, Bryant. All right, women, move.
You killed her.
You know something, Bryant? The staff are pretty well convinced that you need psychiatric help. Why don't you just show them all how right they are, huh?
You're going to get George to know that?
No, you see, because it's only your word against mine. And you're as nutty as a fruitcake. Now, I'm going to walk right out of here, free as a bird. Forget the whole thing. But you're going to be locked up for a long, long time. Long enough to go start ravers. Shouldn't have done that, Bryant. I was very, very naughty. You know, for that, I'm going to have to tell you the whole truth. You see, I did kill her. Yeah, I did. You want to know why? Because she overheard me heavying Anderson. And then the silly little slut thought she was going to blackmail me. So I stopped her on the landing. And I just put my hands round her throat. And I said to her, listen, how about giving us a wee kiss before I chuck you down the stairs? You should have heard her. She promised me everything. And then I said to her, sorry, kid, I'm just not in the mood. And I gave her one hard shove. And you know something else? She made a sound when she hit the bottom. Sounded like one of those full hot water bottles. See you around, kid. It's been nice knowing you.
Don't let him get you alone, Jude.
Oh, there's no chance of that. He's leaving Wentworth.
Thank goodness for that.
And the cops aren't doing anything.
Well, what can they do? As he said, it's his word against mine, and who the hell am I? Oh, poor Sharon. A poor little kid.
Well, at least they're chucking him out, Jude.
You know, when he was in here, I could have got at him somehow. I would have got him on the stairs. I would have got him in the garden with a pick. I would have got him somehow. But now there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck in here.
What the hell are you talking about, a bloody crank call? This is for real, Buster. Now, you wanted a good story, I've given you one. All right, look. I'll let you talk to the governor herself. Tell him. I said tell him.
This is Erica Davidson. I'm governor of Wentworth Detention Center. Myself and another officer are being held by 3 prisoners in my office.
Does that satisfy you, sweetheart? Now, you get your asses over... What? You what? Listen to me, wise guy. You just ring up Wentworth and you ask to speak to the governor yourself. Bloody idiot doesn't believe me. That's the trouble, isn't it? Nobody believes the truth anymore.
You know, I've only ever loved 2 people. And both of them were murdered. Only this time, they've got a new name for murder. Accidental death. Where the hell are those reporters?
Come on now! Gilmore was murdered!
Bryant? Although it is within my power to punish you separately as ringleader, I feel you have been punished enough because your stupidity has indirectly caused the death of Leanne Burke. That is all.
Well, I reckon you're crazy for even thinking about escaping. You're never going to get away with it. I tried it.
Yeah, I know.
And you need friends of the kind that will help you, and money, lots of it.
I wonder if that boss's secretary, what was her name, Kay White? I wonder if she's worth cultivating. She seemed very sympathetic the few times she was in today.
Look, you know what Mrs. Davidson said this morning? She said if any of us get into any trouble while we're working here, that they'll drop the scheme and we'll all suffer. Anyway, you still need money.
Yeah. I wish I knew where Nolene has stashed those race winnings.
Oh, well, Gary and the kids come out to visit me this afternoon, but I couldn't slip the dough to them because the screw was freezing them and neck. So I want you to do it for me at the factory.
Well, I don't know. I mean, how am I supposed to get it to them?
Well, don't worry, I've worked all that out. And don't cross me up, Brian. 'Cause if you bugger this up, you needn't bother to come back.
Don't worry. I wouldn't let you down. What do you think of the new hairdo?
Oh, it looks real good, Jude.
Yeah, it should do. It's worth $250.
What?
Nolan's given me her race winnings. She's asked me to pass them on to her kid brother and sister outside the factory.
How are you going to do it?
You're kidding, I'm not. I've been dying to get my hands on this money for a long time.
Why are you so bitter towards your father, Judy?
Well, I suppose he can't help the way he is, huh? You know, that's crazy. That's what he used to say about me. Oh, she can't help the way she is. You know, the rest of the family, they thought I turned dyke just to spite him.
He must have cared for you.
Yeah, well, I suppose he did in his own way.
Why don't you write to him?
No. He turned his back on me. He let the others force me out of town.
You said yourself he can't help what he is. Don't you think he's suffered enough?
Well, what's the point? He just wants his baby back. Baby? Baby elephant. Look, I'm just a middle-aged criminal with a pacemaker.
Well, write to him anyway.
Judy!
You don't get trouble with a new pacemaker, not these days. What have you been doing? Running full tilt at a brick wall?
I just went crazy, that's all.
Well, it seems to be functioning normally again, even if you aren't. Have you been anywhere near a microwave oven?
Oh, you don't think they'd have that sort of thing at Wentworth, do you?
Well, where were you working when it happened?
In the laundry.
Well, it could be some electrical interference.
Oh, it's never affected me before.
We'll take you down to cardiology for further tests, but I don't think they'll show anything.
How long are you going to keep me in here?
Well, we'll keep you overnight, but you should be fit enough by tomorrow. Yes? What? Say that again.
Here, we can both use this.
Oh, great.
Oh, you'll never get out of the country on an expired passport.
Yeah, well, I've been given the name of a forger by one of the girls inside.
You know, I could never set myself up to be sent to prison, no matter how much I cared about anybody. But then you always were different. Jude, try taking anything out of the bank and they'll grab you.
Yeah, I know. But I'll think of something.
Listen, I can let you have a bit, but not much, because most of our money's going into making this mess.
You're someone very special. Did you know that?
Of course I do. You're really set on going back to the States? Oh, look, I'm sorry that letter from your dad took so long arriving, but it was sent to 2 addresses before I finally got it and passed it on to you.
Yeah, well, I've got to go back, you see. My dad wants the same.
That's all I got.
Right. Now, I want you to move on out of here, and I don't want you back in these parts today. You understand, or I'm going to book you. Go on, get moving.
I ought to join forces with you lot. The fringe benefits must be terrific.
Dear Judy, I don't know why you haven't replied to my last letter sent some weeks ago. I can only hope, if you didn't receive it, that this will find you. In case you didn't get my last letter, I had written to tell you Dad was very sick. We had hoped you could fly back in time, but unfortunately, it's too late. Dad passed away last night. Dad passed away last night. I'm sure if you'd been able to get back in time, we'd have been able to patch up a few differences. 20 years is a long time. You've probably changed. We've all changed, I guess. I'm sure that Dad would want me to tell you he's forgiven you for what happened 20 years ago. And that he wished he'd been more understanding when you needed it.
Please. I want to report the whereabouts of Judy Bryant.
Nice day, Sergeant.
Don't you Sergeant me, Suling.
My mistake.
And how's business?
Very bad, missy. Very bad.
Oh, but I'm sorry to hear that. Could get worse, you know.
You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Thanks.
It's all there.
It's only $400 here, isn't there?
Same price like last time.
No. It's gone up, you see. It's $500 now. $500 that we bust this place wide open. You understand what I'm saying to you, boy? Thanks. See you next time.
Judy Bryant? I suggest you come quietly, Bryant.
What'll we do? Kick him out, what do you think? Oh, shut up! Come and help me! Come on! We gotta kick them out! They're all dead! I'll bury it under the ground! You don't know that, do you? You don't know that! Let's just leave them out! No, it's Casey! Hey, Doreen! Can you hear me? Betty! You shout! Betty! Can you hear me? Well, yeah, I'm fine. So's the mouse. Betty! Irene's dead! Irene's dead! How are you? She's okay. Betty! You've got to help us! Otherwise, what? I don't know. How about you? No, you can't leave you here. This is it, huh? Let's have a look at you. You look shocking, love. Right, okay, make that smooth. How do I look, huh?
And you wouldn't make the front cover of Vogue. There's dirt in your hair. I'll get it out. Shoulders.
All right, miss. Thank you very much. There's a big chance, huh? Mouse out of a drain pipe, right? Come on, just take good cool.
Right.
Now, let's see what we got here, honey. Sandra Bates, how's that grab you?
It's better than Heather Trapp if the cops don't catch me.
Well, that's who you're going to be from now on, Sandra Bates.
Who are you going to be?
Audrey Turner. I think it suits me, don't you? Little Audrey.
Fill it up, please.
I'm just going to go to the loo, honey. The money's in the glove box.
Okay.
Where you going?
10 miles out of Melbourne, thereabouts.
Oh, sounds fine.
Get in.
Thanks.
Well, what do you think? Glad you took the time to have a look.
Oh, it's terrific. Everything you said it'd be. Really quiet and peaceful here, huh? You ever get lonely?
Lonely? How could you get lonely here? You got the birds, the animals, the bush. Who needs people?
Well, it's terrific.
Now, what about something to eat?
Oh, it's very kind of you. I don't mind if I do.
Oh, seeing as we're going to break bread together, I always think it's a good idea to know who you're breaking bread with.
Sure, Audrey Turner.
Albert Wallace. Well, that's just my professional name. People call me Wally. What you looking for? You weren't thinking of eating and running, were you? Miss Bryant?
How long have you known who I am?
I saw your picture in the paper this morning.
Oh, really? Well, if you knew who I was when you picked me up, you're harboring, you know that? And if I get caught, then you'll be charged.
Not many people come out this way. There's no risk to our
Oh, no risk to you, you mean? You'll be off to the cops the first chance you get.
If the boys in blue want you, they can do their own foot slogging. I'm not going to help them.
Yeah, well, if that's true, then why are you holding me here?
Nobody's holding you here, Jude. If you ask me, though, you've got Buckleys if you go on the run.
Well, what else am I going to do?
You're welcome to stay here as long as you like.
Look, I gotta go and do this myself. You've been terrific, and I really appreciate everything you've done, but it's my battle, okay? You look after yourself, here. You know, since Sharon got murdered, it just seems that everyone I get involved with, I botch things up for.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better, I'm sure.
I got talking to Wally's daughter. She gave me some good ideas, you know.
She made me believe that maybe I can do something good for once in my life. Tell things how they really are. That'll get pigs like Gillespie and Stewart. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try. And I can tell you one thing, I won't go back into that prison until they damn well listen to me. I've got too many scores to settle.
Judy Bryant escaped from Wentworth 10 days ago. She is described as dangerous, and anyone knowing her whereabouts should inform the police immediately. Now, a videotape recording was delivered to this channel in which Miss Bryant has made certain accusations against the Wentworth Detention Center and its administration. First of all, we'll have a look at some excerpts from this tape, and then I'll ask Mrs. Davidson to comment on them.
A few months back, a friend of mine called Sharon Gilmore was murdered at Wentworth. Now, I know who murdered her because he admitted it to me. She was murdered by an officer called... Nothing was done about it, except for him to be transferred. An innocent woman was murdered by an officer, and he got away with it.
Well, and what do you have to say to that, Mrs. Davidson?
They're not going to let me finish. They can't do this to me. You knew Jock Stewart before he came to Wentworth, didn't you? Come on now, Helen. You used to call him the Highland Flinger. He used to bash up the girls in the massage parlors, remember?
Yes, so what?
So tomorrow you're going to find him for me.
It's not too late to change your mind. All right, I'll go through it once more. Try not to talk too much to the customer. You'll find that he'll know what it is that he wants. So just pretend you know what you're doing. Now, if he doesn't know what he wants, well, use your imagination. And for heaven's sake, don't look bored. Make him feel like he's the only man in the world.
Let's see your teeth.
What is this, the horse trials or something?
Oh, come on, Doris. Banner's been with one of the top houses in the Cross. She's certainly not used to taking inspection.
What made you leave Sydney?
Oh, you know, change the scene.
You clean?
Hey, would I introduce you to anything but the best? No drugs, no trouble. Just a simple girl who likes her job.
What do you specialize in?
Oh, you name it.
I'll give you a trial run. The house gets 45% of what you earn. If I get one complaint, out you go.
Get out of it, Judy, before it destroys you. Go on and you'll end up hating yourself as much as you hate Jock Stewart. No one's worth that, no matter what they've done.
Not a worry in the world, Doris.
When you first escaped, I thought you might have come after me. I didn't think you'd forget that very easily. Now it looks like I got you just where I want you, lassie. You know, I could kill you right now. Walk right out of that door and never lose a night's sleep. You know that?
Why don't you?
Well, there wouldn't be much fun in that now, would there, eh? And I'm a man who likes his pleasures, you know that. You're not so chirpy now, Bryant, are you, eh? You know what? I reckon that you owe your old friend Jock here a bit of a favor. And you're not much of a posie to say no in any case, are you?
What do you want me to do?
You wouldn't have a clue, would you? What I want you couldn't possibly supply. I know what you are, Bryant. You couldn't satisfy the likes of me. You wouldn't have a clue. But I'll tell you what you are going to do. You're going to work for Jock. That's right. Because every time I come in here, I'm going to want $300 from you. You understand?
Well, what if I don't?
If you don't, I'll do two things. First of all, I'll break every bone in your body. That's right. And then I'll inform my friends, the boys in blue, that you and your wee friend, Helen Smart, are right here for the pickings.
I found him.
And?
I blew it.
How come?
I tried. You know, I never thought that I could kill anybody, but I could have killed that bastard so easily.
What happened?
He must have heard me or sensed I was there, something, I don't know, but by the time I could do anything, it's too late. Jock Stewart is going to make a mistake, and I'm going to get him. If it takes 100 men a day, I'm going to get him. Damn him! I wasn't expecting you so early. I've only got $150.
You lying bitch. I said 300, and I meant it.
You, looking for Judy Bryant? There's a man called Jock Stewart who used to work at Wentworth. Now, if you follow him, you'll find her.
Why don't you be nice to old Jock, huh?
You gotta be kidding. No! That's not part of the deal!
Well, Sharon Gilmer was nice. She was very nice. I mean, one dyke's as good as another.
You bastard! You
Please, hands on the table! Right, you're both under arrest.
I'm just having a little massage. There's no crime in that, is there?
Your name Jock Stewart?
It is, yeah. What about it?
Do you know who this woman is?
Haven't a clue.
Come on, Stewart. What we just heard outside the door makes you and Judy Bryant here good mates.
Never seen her before in my life.
Oh, come on, Jock. You might as well tell them the truth. The game's up now.
Stinking rotten bitch. You're an ex-screw, aren't you? I got news for you. I'm gonna throw the book at you. A quiet spell on the other side of the bars will be no picnic, will it? Oh, not so fast!
Well, it was worth a try, wasn't it? I just want to say one thing to you, Jock. This one was for Sharon. And I hope they kill you.
Come on.
Well, there's one thing I don't regret for a second.
What's that?
I got Jock Stewart.
You what?
What did you do?
Well, with a bit of luck, he's behind bars as we speak.
Well, Wonder Woman's got a thing on Judy Bryant.
Wonder Woman didn't have to work in a massage parlor to get her man.
What?
Yeah. You see, Helen found out that he was working the parlor, so I got her to get me a job at the one he went to.
But I can't imagine you working in a parlor.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever done.
Oh, but it was worth it, wasn't it, to get Jock Stewart?
I had to do it. I owed that much to Sharon.